Can you feel the love tonight? Cara Marie, her friends. Boo, I don't know any other words. Hello and welcome back to the video series dedicated to all the things going up and down in Herm's anus, South Africa. That's right, I'm talking about The Challenge, Season 32, The Final Reckoning, Episode 14. We're in the final stretch here, people. And this week's episode, we saw two new teams enter the Redemption House, which is Zach and Amanda, and Devon and Josiah. Everybody in the Redemption House was shocked. But we weren't, because we just saw them lose to Corey and Devin in last episode. They come in, tell their story. Everybody's getting nervous about the double cross now, because it's getting a little jam-packed. But anyways, that's all that's happened in Redemption House. Let's go back to the main house, where everybody's coming home. They're all excited. TYB, Team Young Buck, is all like, yeah, TYB in the house. All the Lavender ladies are by the pool being like, yo, team, let's get Johnny Bananas out of this game is a commence. Everybody's on board. And then they're just like, oh, by the way, Marie, if for some chance they win a challenge, but they might not, but they will probably, you and Cara are going to go in their place. And Marie's just like, wait, what? And they're just like, yeah, Cara's their right-hand man. You're just an innocent bystander, but you're going to be thrown in anyway, so no hard feelings, right? And Marie's just like, all the hard feelings. Anyway, so we go into the challenge for this week, and Marie's already not looking that great because they have a disadvantage going in because last episode they came in last, so they have to have a disadvantage, and it's not looking good for them. But in this challenge this week, it's called What Goes Up Must Come Down, and teams have to run up 200 flights of stairs to the top of this building where one of the teammates is suspended over the ground on the side of this building, having to look down at this giant puzzle, and they have to describe it to their teammate who's on the roof, and they have to like put the puzzle pieces where they have to go, and once that's all happened, they get suspended over, and then they have to pull themselves down, and this tension is so crazy, both on the rope and in the house. Anyways, this one seems to be advantage towards the all-guy teams because this rope tension, basically how gravity works, is trying to pull you to the earth. But with this challenge, they don't want anything pulling you except yourself, pulling yourself down. So the tension on this rope is insane. So the two teams that had a major hassle with this was Hunter and Ashley, mainly Ashley, Corey and Devin, mainly Devin. So it's not looking good, but like I said, it advantages the all-guy team. So Shane and Nelson and Tony and Johnny are looking really good, and they actually are the 1 and 2 teams that come in. They're the top 2 teams in this, and the only thing that separates them are 30 seconds. And everybody's pretty like on edge. They're all voting for Shane and Nelson except for Johnny and Tony, and possibly Cara. Cara doesn't want Tony and Johnny out of this. And so TJ's just like, Johnny and Tony win. It's just silent. Nobody's clapping. Nobody's happy about this except Johnny and Tony, and they're not even clapping because they're just like, yo, everybody was yelling during our thing, trying to get us off our game, and they couldn't stop us, and now we're gonna just be safe for another week. It just felt so good for Johnny, he said, that everybody wants him out, and now they can't do it. They can't get him out. But on this other case, Cara and Marie are very upset because they know they're going in. They already said it before the challenge was even done. Said or even commenced, they're going in. Anyways, they all go back to the house. They get to go out tonight. Marie's not having it. She's still very upset by her so-called friends and alliance that she goes and talks to every single person one by one, airing her grievances. I think in the episode she said she doesn't like to burn bridges because fire is too slow, so she likes to drop bombs, which no bomb hit harder than the one between her and Sylvia, where Sylvia's just not having it. So they all get consumed very much so, all the alcohols, go home. Sylvia's like making some like DiGiorno, not DiGiorno, but it's like Tostinos or like Tombstone pizza. Definitely wasn't DiGiorno. It didn't have the light and flaky crust. Anyway, she's putting in the thing. Marie's getting in her face. Sylvia's getting in her face. Marie's just like, I'm not gonna do what you think you want me to do, and like hit you. So they both put their hands behind their back. They're going nose to nose, literally. And then like Marie gives this like little flick from her forehead to Sylvia's forehead, which then Sylvia cocks back and is just like, hits, like not that hard, but it just like hits. And the producers like come in, they're just like, whoa, 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 calm down guys, let's just all calm down. They do that right before going into the secret vote. But before we get into the secret vote, I want to say that I've seen teams go home for way less. You can even make a thing saying that Kayla and Melissa's whole push thing was not as bad as the headbutt, but also I felt like there was a lot of scrum, there was a lot of like pushing, maybe hair pulling, and I think there was a punch thrown, but it wasn't like, there wasn't a good camera angle in the first episode of the season. But say what you will, nothing happens. TJ normally, if something happens, isn't afraid to say anything, but he just stays quiet because producers didn't tell him to say anything. So they go into the secret vote, everybody's voting exactly how you think they do. Cara and Marie decide to have a little bonding moment by talking bad about everybody, talking crap, mad trash talk, and as they flip through the options, and then Cara breaks down saying, I can't believe they would do this to my friend. Whoa, she just called Marie her friend, and Marie's just like, oh my gosh, you called me a friend, and they just hug. It's a very warm embrace. It's just nice to see in a game like this that two people that were really harsh on each other and vendettas are now getting along, and it's really good because they know they're going in, so this camaraderie could actually help them in the elimination. So let's just go to Armageddon, where we are, in no surprise, Marie and Cara are voted in. They light up the squares. Everybody but Johnny and Tony voted them in. So they have their pick of the litter, and they decide to go for the top dogs, Shane and Nelson, which is a risky move, but it could turn out to be a really good one for everybody else in the game and Cara Marie if they can pull it off. But that's where the episode ends. We don't even get to know what the next challenge is. We don't know what the next elimination is. It looks like some sort of maze where they can punch through the walls. But I have so many questions, which is towards you guys. So I have to ask you guys, what do you think about this episode? Leave it in the comments section below. What do you think about Marie's reaction to the Lavender ladies turning on her? Do you think she's right in being upset to her friends, or from a strategic gameplay level, are you just like, just take your lumps? You're paired up with somebody that's not with the house, just deal with it. What do you think about the headbutt? Do you think Sylvia and Marie should have been like kicked out, kind of like Kayla and Melissa, or do you think, it wasn't that big of a deal, whatever, just let them play? Or do you think that the producers maybe were like, oh, well, Cara and Marie are going to be voted in anyways, they're going to be separated soon, and it's so late in the game, might as well just let them play it out, kind of thing. What do you think about the headbutt? Do you think it was alright not to say anything about it, or getting taken out, or being punished? Or do you think they should have done something? Leave it in the comment section below. Also, what do you think about TJ's announcement of Johnny and Tony winning? And it was just dead silent. Do you think that was funny? Have you ever seen that before? I've never seen that before in a challenge, that somebody was so, the house was so against one person or a team that they just automatically did not like clap or anything. Like, oh my gosh. And finally, what do you think about Cara and Marie picking Shane and Nelson? Do you think they have a shot at winning? Do you think that was the right move? If not, who do you think they should have picked? Who do you think they had a better shot at winning in an elimination? Leave it in the comments section below. And who do you think is going to win this? Do you think Cara Marie could pull off what I think is an upset against the favored Shane and Nelson? Or do you think Shane and Nelson's going to win this, send Cara packing to the Redemption House where she gets to go meet with her boo, Paulie, and her ex-boo, Kyle, and be in that love triangle yet again? Leave everything and anything you have to say in the comment section below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I love reading what you guys have to, you guys have some great insight that I've never even thought of. I love talking with y'all. I love giving you little hearts and thumbs up. And I love hearing what you guys say. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And this season's almost over. There's not a whole lot of teams left, but there's so much from that mid-season trailer that we have not seen yet. And we still have a finals to run. I am so excited. I'm jazzed up. I can't wait for Tuesday, but we're gonna have to. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah!